Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, training the chefs of tomorrow, plus a graduation with a cause. But first, once he turned 21, Tyzea Cooper was aging out of the foster care system and in danger of losing housing. But thanks to a unique partnership, he and other at-risk youth have a safe place to call home while they transition to a new life on their own.
My name is Tyzea Cooper. I'm 21 years old, and I was formerly in the foster care system. When I turned 21, I basically aged out of the system. I lost, my social worker. I lost, all or those type of support systems that I had. It was very hard. I became depressed because I don't have any family out here. And I lost that, type of support system and everything. It was kind of like I had to, grow up and do everything on my own. I was definitely worried about being homeless.
There are some instances when our youth may not have anywhere to go. They don't have an identified housing plan. And if they don't, the likelihood is that they will exit into homelessness. We can't have that. So as DCFS, we've implemented a new process as to where we're connecting with every children's social worker that has a youth that will be turning 21 in the next 90 days. And we're working closely with those social workers to make sure that we have a housing plan for that youth to go directly into when they exit our system. We worked very hard with the Center for Strategic Partnership and private funders, and we were able to place that funding with Safe Place for Youth due to their expertise in dealing with the transition age youth population. We were able to utilize their pod share to immediately place them into pod share for bridge housing.
We called together an emergency funding meeting of all of our funders who we knew cared about transition age youth, asking them to help come to the rescue and keep these youth off the street. The county didn't have a solution on its own, and the philanthropic sector didn't know about the problem. And so the Center for Strategic Partnerships was able to bring those two together, to bring their strengths together to create this solution for Tyzea and other youth.
The Carl and Roberta Deutsch Foundation provided emergency funding support for the youth who were exiting care at the end of 2021. We have the flexibility to provide expedient funds as opposed to public dollars that take a little more time to process and get through the system.
We sprung into action, identified a property that had been established as a tourist industry youth hostel setup, and really had an emphasis on a community model. And we were able to rapidly move young people into this space. This site offers housing to up to 31 youth on any given night. And we do bring services directly to the site, basic needs resources. We have our education and employment staff that come here to work with the young folks who are, interested in re-entering the workforce or applying for college. We have clinicians and mental health professionals that come to the site.
I didn't, have to worry about rent. I didn't have to worry about, finding a place to stay. I didn't have to worry about, not having someone, support me. It was all here. It's all here. I definitely felt that, it took some weight off my shoulders, a lot.
Youth will exit our system, turn 21 every day. And we're working closely with those youth through the social workers and other entities and our collaborative partners. But to ensure we continue the work so that we can continue to provide this much needed service for every youth, that they will have an opportunity to exit child welfare into housing if they don't have a housing plan.
A culinary training program for vulnerable young people provides them with job-ready skills to enter the restaurant and hospitality industry. Take a look at what's on the menu.
Inspiring, cultivating, and really bringing forward the culinary talents of our youth, providing them with the resources and the training to go out and get long-sustaining jobs.
La Plaza Cocina, we have public programs and we have talks and tastes. We have chefs come in and speak. We have folks come in and talk about different states of Mexico. So this program is an extension to our voice. We'll be working with students between 16 to 24 and getting them started in the culinary arts world. Within these 10 weeks, they will have skills, learn to budget, talk about hospitality, nutrition, and provide them set skills so they can move forward and see if they want to go to culinary arts schools or proceed in the restaurant world and in hospitality.
Ready for ceviche. Pretty easy. This program is a really great resource for this community. I feel like there are a lot of missing gaps that people don't know how to fill in when coming into the culinary world.
We have a state-of-the-art kitchen here with all the equipment that you can possibly need. So I think it's really important to introduce students who might not have that opportunity to cook in a kitchen that's going to be very similar to a professional kitchen once they get into the workforce.
People are always going to be hungry. There's always going to be a demand.
We're going to be learning, of course, kitchen safety, kitchen sanitation, but we're also, more importantly, going to be learning traditional recipes that are handed down from my family, but also recipes that I've gathered throughout my years working in the community.
We're a museum, but also we're a working, teaching kitchen. And this moment is a huge opportunity for us to be able to really step into realizing the vision of what La Plaza Cocina can be, which is this whole idea of culinary arts and access into that world.
Food is art because it's an expression. People paint, people sing, people dance. The other art is cooking with those skill set. But the other beauty of cooking is an expression of love and a celebration of your roots.
A new cohort of graduates with lived experience is ready to embark on a career in social services thanks to a job training program that prepares them for success. Here's more.
Today we have our Career with a Cause graduation ceremony to recognize 17 graduates from our program for this fall semester. Jatan Charles.
C4C, Careers for a Cause, is an 8-week pre-apprenticeship training program for people who have lived homelessness and who are interested in giving back to the community socially.
This started 8 weeks ago, and it's been a wonderful 8 weeks. We learned a lot. We learned about mental health and first aid, about the HMIS system, and how to use it, once we start to work.
Feel great. It was a cool accomplishment. It was a lot of work. It was fun. And it's kind of, kind of cool.
It's almost based around a sense of apprenticeship theory. If I watch you and I practice and emulate what you're doing, more than likely I'm going to become successful as well. So that's what our ultimate goal is, to connect students and trainees with a sense of excellence in helping others.
I'm feeling excited about it, renewed, hopeful.
And 8 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you without crying. But now I feel more confident. So this program has really made me confident.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.